So here's the difference when you're doing a portfolio shoot with me, right? So normally, if I was doing this one-on-one with you, we would have planned everything. And I would have sat with you the whole day and pulled out real emotional moments. But unfortunately, I didn't get to do that here. I was given the location, well, the grounds, where I had to pick a spot. And whatever the models were wearing, they were wearing. And I didn't have the time to engage. But here's an example of one of them and what I did with it. So I pre-edited from this. This is what was shot. I culled it down to about 20 to 30 images per model and then just cropped it, and that's it. I used a standard color profile from the camera and sent it to the client for him to select. In the meanwhile, I chose one or two that I'm gonna edit. So, all right, here's the thing. This thing looks fine as it is. It's the subject standing out against the background, which I think is just too overdone these days. So I want to bring everything together. She's wearing a bright ass pink top and the background's green. So let's, as much as I selected that spot on the grounds so that I could use the light behind me and have leading lines with the pathway and a bit of, green in the background, I was still a bit constrained with what I had to work with. So I'm gonna color grade as I usually would. So first thing is I take one of the images into Photometer, which is an Apple equivalent of Lightroom, and I play with the colors. And I wanted everything to be more cohesive. So rather than pure opposite on the color wheel, I wanted the colors to come I wanted them to kind of be close together. So I didn't want the top to be the pool of the picture, and I wanted everything to stick together rather than her be completely separated. You still had blur to separate her, so it's fine. So I did some color toning and color grading in Photometer because it's actually quite an intuitive app. And then I exported it as a LUT, and I used that LUT in Photoshop, and I did all my little adjustments locally with brightness here, there, and everywhere. And here's what you get. So here's the unedited. Then here's what it looked like before the LUT and the LUT I created, because I wanted this look. I wanted it to look like everyone else's images, which was pretty much the before, I would say. And then I go and I edit it and I fiddle around and I clean up every hair, and you'll see that I do this manually with a tablet because that's just what I do. And I want you to have a portfolio image that stands out. Don't want it to look the same as everyone else's, because if you want casting directors and whatnot to select you, you need to stand out, right? So yeah, that's the first one. Let's see what comes next.